Hey, so Cocaine Bear. Pretty good, actually. Yeah. And I know that's not like that much of a shock. I was looking forward to this movie. The trailers looked good. It's good in about the way that it looked. But what's kind of surprising is that it's an actual decent movie in the genre that it purports to be, rather than some kind of parody offering. You know, this is not a Snakes on a Plane deal where they basically made a movie to make the trailer and the title and hope that people would just kind of tolerate a pretend bad movie instead of making the actual fun-to-watch bad movie and hoping that having Samuel L. Jackson in it would carry it. This is basically a real monster movie with the extra fun element that it's about a cocaine bear. You know, so even though if you're going to see this just based on the fact that you've seen the ads and you're having fun with the idea that yes, this is a movie about a bear that did cocaine and they're actually releasing it and promoting it as though it's based on a true story, even though the only true part is that there was a bear at some point in the 1980s that they found that had eaten a bunch of cocaine. But of course, in real life, the bear died right away because that's what happens when you eat a bunch of cocaine, and the movie presupposes but what if not? What they've basically done under director Elizabeth Banks is make a legitimate, decent monster movie or killer animal on a rampage movie where the cocaine element, other than it just being funny to put cocaine in an 80s movie and then wisely not overdo the hey, it's the 80s stuff with a bunch of overdone references, is mainly the plot detail that takes care of the inherent screenplay problem in every animal on a rampage movie, other than like Jaws or some such, which is animals don't actually chase or attack people over and over with some kind of grudge in real life. That's not how animals, even dangerous ones like bears, wolves, lions, whatever, do. So you always have to contrive some kind of writer screenplay purpose in order to have people going towards the danger instead of away from the danger, and have the animal chasing after people instead of running away from them and being afraid, which is what animals actually do in real life. So here, the gimmick that the bear has eaten a bunch of cocaine and now wants to eat the rest of the cocaine, and instead of being killed by it is being driven into a frenzy by it, and that this assembled group of various characters who've gone into the woods are either looking for the cocaine themselves or have encountered it in some way, and thus the bear is now chasing after the scent of it, is the impetus for them to continue encountering the bear and for the bear to be chasing them. They don't overdo it with the bear is acting like it's on coke stuff. If you've seen the trailers, you've pretty much seen all of the bear freaking out and rolling around on the ground and looking at butterflies business. There is very wisely, thankfully, no like bear hallucinating drug trip stuff. There's not a lot of like physical comedy or jokes in general, other than the fact that movies like this are fun even when they're just about regular killer bears and not cocaine bears. You know, it's easy to imagine the exact same movie being made with the plot detail being swapped for cocaine for some sort of like bear pheromone or experimental serum or something, and being the same basic movie. It just probably wouldn't attract this level of talent to have this level of fun with it, and so it becomes a nice bonus. Although, really, the actors that they've assembled for this, which includes the late Ray Liotta in his last, I believe this is his last, probably need to check on that given the state of things. A big screen appearance, but he's a lot of fun here, playing it completely straight. Margot Martindale shows up playing basically also the same sort of role that Margot Martindale would probably play if she was in the regular version of this movie. Now, everyone in this is basically giving about the performance that they would give, just one step more towards the middle in either the totally funny or totally serious version of this. The kills are great, it's very gory, but not like in a performative, over-the-top, oh, we're going nuts with it because it's Cocaine Bear, so it has to be more than that. Like, again, they're promoting it as though they've made Snakes on a Plane. It's not really that. It's more like Anaconda, and unlike Snakes on a Plane, Anaconda didn't get old after 15 minutes. Anaconda was fucking awesome. And this is pretty fucking awesome. It's a solid monster movie. The bear stuff is good. You end up cheering at the right parts for the good guys. You end up cheering for the bear, rooting against the bad guys. It is a solid monster movie. The bear on cocaine stuff, there's exactly as much of it as there needs to be. I call this an 8 out of 10. Go see Cocaine Bear. I had a ball with it.